Rebounding across the planet on electromagnetic wings, diffusing through the atmosphere like an aurora borealis. The Dimension 27 explores myths, mysteries, music. Your humble host and diffident director. Me, Franklin Russell. There he is. Me. So, thank you for checking out my little Dimension 27. I've got Stephen Grimes holding online to talk to us about his event coming up this coming Friday at the King Kamehameha Golf Courses on Maui this Friday. So, anyways, I want to get this music to come down a little bit, and then I'll bring up Steve. Steve, can you hear me now?
I can.
Okay, I do.
How you doing, Franklin?
I'm doing great. I'm here in my studio, and I've got a decent picture. I don't look too bad. And let me just double check something here. Oh yeah. We're streaming. And so we're talking to Steve. I've known you for just like for the longest time here on Maui. I mean, you remember me when I lived in a VW Campmobile with a Fender Rhodes.
Didn't we all?
Yeah, I had a Fender. I had a Fender Rhodes 70s.
70s, wasn't it? No, it was the early 80s.
Well, yeah, I had a 76, and it was ridiculously crowded. I injured my forehead many times on the woodwork in there. But anyways, you were one of the people that kind of, I'll give this guy a shot. It's like I'm a musician too, and it was great playing with you when I did. So, but I heard about your event, and I really wanted to try and help you promote this thing. Let me bring up the picture of the poster. Steve, assorted chocolates. Okay. This is Steve Grimes, and you have built the guitar that you're going to play at the gig for your CD release party, right?
I did. As a matter of fact, I built the two that I'll be using, and then there's another guitar player coming in from Seattle as part of the band, and I made both of the guitars that he'll be playing.
Wow.
And on this latest CD, there are some other electric guitars that I didn't make. But on my last CD, The Ocean Road, every acoustic instrument, guitar, mandolin, ukulele, all were made in this shop right here.
Yeah, that's an incredible thing. So you must have one of those made on Maui stickers that you can put on the guitar.
I used to do that because I used to make Stratocaster knockoffs.
Yeah.
And I had a decal that said, Grimes guitar. No, it just said Grimes.
Right.
And then in very, very small print, it said Souvenir of Maui.
So you are a luthier. Is that pronounced or luthier, or what? How do you say that?
Well, I think it's a French word, so they probably originally said luthier.
Luthier.
But here in America, we just say luthier, and
okay. All right.
It means it actually originated with from the French word meaning someone who makes lutes.
Right.
So,
and is that sort of a derivative of the lyre?
I think they're relatives. I wouldn't know if it was derivative of.
Right.
The lyre, I think, I may be wrong here.
That's Greek,
more of an Italian and Greek, or I'm not sure.
Right. There were no frets, but yeah.
But then it moved into the White House. No, I shouldn't go.
Right.
No,
oh wow. Oh God. Anyways, this is pretty good. Anyway. So anyway, here's this. This is this Friday coming up. You've got the King Kamehameha Golf Club, and I played in that room, and that's a very, very nice room.
Oh, it's a fantastic room. You know the history of that place. It's actually the design originally was a house for Marilyn Monroe, designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. And
this is not where I thought. Oh, this is up in Waikapoo, up
Yeah.
on the hill a little bit. That's the big. It's like it's like the flying saucer building.
It's the Flying Saucer building.
That's the coolest
Yeah.
acoustics in there too, man.
Oh, it's great. This is giant round ballroom, and
yeah.
it's I think the website is kamehamehagolf.com. And that's a long string of letters, kamehamehagolf.com. But there's all kinds of images of the building and the inside, the outside, the ballroom.
That is beautiful. I played in there many gigs, many a gig in there. It's a great place.
The last one there in December, we did a CD release party. The room holds 300, and we pushed that.
Easy.
We had 280.
Easy.
And I had asked for I think it was 15 by 15 foot dance floor. And,
right.
The events manager there said, you're going to have to have a bigger dance floor the next time. So they're going to triple the size of the dance floor because I got the same band, but we're going to be doing a lot more danceable, funky, up-tempo stuff than the first CD release. The Ocean Road CD, the one I released in December, was pretty mellow. It was acoustic ballads, bossa nova, that kind of stuff. And this one is more funk and blues, New Orleans, and an old jazz tune, a pop tune. It's all mixed up. It's everything I do. It's all mixed up.
Yeah, your songwriting is just as good as your guitar playing. It's very, very, very good.
Well, thanks. It's very eclectic,
Well, I really like this song, Bar Too High. And, it's got that cool line at the top. And it's sort of like when it pops out at the beginning, you kind of go, what the heck have the aliens landed? And then I put my fingers on the keyboard and I went, oh, I know what he's doing there. It's really simple, but it sounds like this sort of very, very kind of esoteric jazz kind of riff, very cool.
Wow.
Very cool.
Well, that song originated, I was sitting down at a friend's house. Actually, he was a visitor to Maui. He lives in Phoenix, and he was visiting. He has a few of my guitars. Very good jazz player, and his wife called, and she had locked keys in the car, and he said, "Where are you?" And she told him where she was, and she was about a little less than a mile away. And he said, "Well, I'm just about to go out to dinner with Steve, so that's not too far. You can walk home." And I'm like waving at him, no, go pick her up, And he says, "Yeah, okay, yeah, no, just walk home and get the keys." And he hung up, and I said, "Why don't you just go pick her up? You're not going to make her walk back here." And he goes, "You never want to set your bar too high." And I thought that was the most awful thing. And yet it was funny, and so I wrote a song about this. Not him. I know he was just joking, but I wrote a song about a loser that, could have been, a lot more than he really is, but he never aspired to be more than just kind of a,
I don't know anybody like that, Steve.
I actually, I was asked to do this radio show a while back. It was before the election, and I rewrote the words with all kinds of things. Build you a wall 50 feet tall, and, it was all about our current president. And I sang it once, so I went back to the original version, which was about what's the word? Hypothetical. A hypothetical person who just, falls short of what, he could be and probably should be.
Yeah.
But, I sang my one version about Trump, but it's a fun song, and it's not really, meant as a serious piece of work. But then again, seriousness is highly overrated.
Okay, so tell me a little bit before we get on to this Bar Too High song, which did a good build up there. Tell me a little bit about your band. I know you've got the ultimate bass player, Tim Hackbarth, there.
For Pocket. Yeah, pocket bass player. That guy just locks in and just rocks it out with the drummer. You know, he's not too interested in doing solos or being fancy anything, but he just lays it down, and that's what you want a bass player to do.
That's what you want him to do. He was, well, I was in a bunch of different bands with him. Good Strokes Blues Band, probably the more notable one.
Oh, yeah.
And we were in the Steve Stills Maui band, and God, that was an awesome band with Barry Flanagan on guitar, and me and Tim Hackbarth, and we had Joe Rivers on. Who's your drummer? Who's your?
Soulfully.
Okay, of course. Okay, so Carrie's great.
Been playing with me since '83.
Oh, I totally remember Carrie, and we play together a lot. And I'm sorry, I get all sidetracked with my bands and everything, but I've got this Dimension 27 show that I'm. Thank you for helping me trying to get this going. I'm trying to reinvent myself. I think I really appreciate all the art that people want to create. There's a lot of musicians, a lot of people making films on Maui, and I want to help them promote their art. And you've got the famous, incredible Fulton Tashambi on keyboards.
Fulton is on keyboard.
Yeah.
He was with us the last time. It's always great to have Fulton. And I got Rock Hendricks on sax.
Right. Well, they're a match set. The only one that's missing there is Lenny Castellanos, but he's moved on to play with Mick Fleetwood.
Yeah. He's a little bit busy, but I do have Billy Peterson's coming in, and he's going to play some bass.
No relation to Lynn Peterson?
No relation.
Oh, no relation.
They're both from Minnesota.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah. Peterson in Minnesota, I guess, is like Smith.
Sure.
No, Billy Peterson was Steve Miller's bass player for 22 years. And, he's been around, and it's not so popular. People don't know this because he played so long in a pop band.
Right.
But he's a fantastic upright bass player. As a matter of fact, I was talking to an old friend of mine, George Benson. He asked me what I was doing, and I told him I'm working on a new album. He asked me who I'm working with, and I mentioned Billy's name, and he goes, that guy is probably the West Coast best upright bass player. And I said, upright. He goes, he plays upright, don't you? And I said, no. And he goes, he's the baddest ass on the West Coast. So,
right.
That was really amazing to hear.
Yeah, well, I've been lucky. I've been getting to work with the famous Danny M. He calls himself now.
I know. Danny M. is on 4 songs on this CD.
Yeah.
Billy Peterson's on 3 songs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
And Marty Sparrow's also going to be there on Friday night. Marty is the drummer, California drummer. Played with a bunch of notable people, most notably, I think.
Yeah, well, I know that room. I mean, you got to kind of drive up like you're going to Wailuku, or you can go up to Wailuku, but it's as if you could come from Wailuku if you want, or you can take that road. You go like you're heading towards Maui Tropical Plantation, and then you.
It's like here at Maui Tropical Plantation. Head toward Malaya, another quarter mile, half a mile.
Yeah.
There's a golf course.
And you drive up the hill.
Right, there's 2 golf courses up there. There's the Kizili Golf Course, that's on the left, and the Kamehameha Golf Club, that's further up the hill. And there's follow the road up the hill.
Yeah.
And the spaceship comes into view. And,
that's an awesome, beautiful building. And correct me if I'm wrong, the deal was $15 and it includes a CD, which is, great.
I think that's Kathy Collins said that Barry Shannon is probably looking down from way above going, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Boston, it includes the CD?
Yeah, really.
Anyway, it's not.
Well, we gotta get some.
Be there too, and we're gonna do. Since it's been 10 years since Barry left the planet.
Right.
The co-founder of Monotony Radio.
I know.
He's coming, and we're gonna do the song I wrote on 2010, "Labor of Love." There's a tune called "Over the Waves." So we're gonna play it. She wrote a hula for it.
Oh.
And it honors Barry. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Well, Barry really saved my butt. My keyboard broke down. He was such a great electronics, all-around electronics guy, radio guy, anything you need kind of a guy, you know.
When he passed away, we recorded a live album of my band, Mojo Gumbo, at the time.
I say it again, it's not my style to do or die.
Years later,
I never set my bar too
recorded an
high.
album called Mojo Gumbo. Finally got our tunes out there.
Mojo Gumbo. Ah,
Yeah.
it looked as though this may have been playing. Oh shoot. Well, it is what it is. Okay. I may have just screwed up. It's okay. It's all right.
The music playing too loud?
Well, no. Yeah. Anyways, why don't I get back to this? I'm gonna get back to the scene. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do is play the song "Bar Too High" and try and get this to start from the beginning. Let's see if I can make it happen. Seems to be playing. Doggone you. Stop. Okay, let me try this. I'm going to get this over. I'm going to try and play this song, Bar Too High. Here we go.
Okay.
Without a clue, when you carry your stuff, I'll hold the door for you. But I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. I'm no handy. I won't tell you no lie. I don't shoot for the stars. Just like to hang where they are. And I never set my bar too high. I might bring you the spare when you lock your keys in the car. Just to show you I care, I won't make you walk too far. But I could use a little bread, you know, 'cause I'm in the jam. My ambition is to be everything I am. And I got to admit that I'm my biggest fan. So if you're looking for a man who likes to just get by, well then I might be your kind of guy. If you hadn't set your bar too high.
I'm fairly confident.
What's too high? Like the corn on the 4th of July. What's too low? Too low ain't a word I know. Back in school, I want nobody's fool. I learned to never, never, never go unreachable goals. I'm happily hapless, an unsavable soul. I make enough to provide. I could bring in the papers, take out the trash, find a new way to make some easy cash. 'Cause the stash in my closet disappeared without a clue. When you carry your stuff, I'll hold the door for you. But I don't want to bite up more than I can chew. I'm no handy Andy, I won't tell you no lie. I don't shoot for the stars, just like to hang where they are. And I never set my bar too high. I might bring you the spare when you lock your keys in the car, just to show you I care. I won't make you walk too far, but I could use a little bread, you know, 'cause I'm in a jam. My ambition is to be everything I am, and I got to admit that I'm my biggest fan. So if you're looking for a man who likes to just get by, well, then I might be your kind of guy, if you haven't set your bar too high. What's too high, like the corn on the 4th of July.
There. Now we're there. Back on. Hold on a second. Okay, Steve, can you hear me now?
I can.
Oh, cool. Well, if you could hear it, that was bar too high. And, yeah, there's going to be a lot of really cool people showing up at this. So when you said Kathy Collins, and we were talking about Barry Shannon, of course, I know his real last name, but we don't need to mention that. It's bacon. It's something that you would put on a sandwich. So I like Shannon better. It's like, kind of...
Barry mayonnaise?
Mayo.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Just
right.
kidding.
No. Yeah, so... Right. So this other tune is about the internet, which I think is really cool, and actually very appropriate because tweet me white? Tweet me what?
Treat me white? No, treat me right.
Tweet me what? Tweet me. Okay, so tweet.
No, it's just like I just threw a whole bunch of computer terms into a jar, shook it up,
Right.
took them out, rearranged them like those word magnets on a refrigerator.
Cool. No, it was I listened to that too, and it was all very good. And you win my songwriting contest of the week. Well, I might win my own contest. You never can tell, but
We were having rehearsal last night, and Kerry, a drummer, he says, "Hey, I like that tone at the beginning. There's like a little guitar riff, and then there's this sound." And he says, "What is that? It's very familiar." I said, "Well, if you have a Mac computer, when you turn it on, it goes."
Oh, that's what that was. There was this sound that came in. It seemed like it's inexplicable. It comes out of nowhere.
No, it's the sound of a Macintosh computer.
Oh, see, I don't do I do Linux. This is all Linux. I'm all Linux. I'm all about Linux.
Okay. Well, see, I knew that some people wouldn't get it. They
I didn't get it. No.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't do Pro Tools either. I use Ardor in Linux, and Ardor was created by the SSL people. I don't know whether you remember George Benson's studio, and he had that SSL console that he put in there in the late 80s.
Yeah, I did half of this album there.
It was like $500,000 in the late 80s is what it cost. It was ridiculous.
It was the board that they recorded the movie Star Wars with.
What? No kidding.
Yeah, I think that's where George got it.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So let's check out this Tweet Me Right. And this is, okay. I think this is going to start over. I'm going to turn it over to Steve Grimes and the Assorted Chocolates. Tweet Me Right. Let's see if I get it.
Google me, baby. Search me inside out. Google me, baby, till there ain't no doubt. Don't you wanna know what I'm all about? Wiki me, honey, then do it some more. And wiki me now, then you know for sure. I got the kind of love you've been searching for. Why don't you blog me, mama? Blog me all night long. Blog me, baby, till I'm too far gone. Keep me logged in, honey, till the break of dawn. Plug me in, boot me up, log me in, scroll me down, cue me up, stream me on, download me, baby, till my memory's gone. Why don't you browse me, baby? Surf me the whole night through. You arouse me, baby, when you do me like you do. You got my password, honey. You don't need no secret clue. Gigabyte me, baby. Bite me till it gigahertz. Gigabyte me, baby, till you sound my alerts. Don't you wanna know if my hardware works? Oh, treat me, baby. You treat me oh so sweet. Treat me like a man. You knock me off my feet. You, if you don't delete me. Now if you're just fishing, I'm not your man. Don't give me no cookies, I won't give you no spam. You can be sure that this ain't no scam. Oh baby, 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 you know how I am. Gigabyte me, baby.
Okay.
It's only 4.5 minutes. 4:35.
Yeah, I think I just watched it sort of fade out. And okay, so tell us about this event. It's this Friday night. This is April 14th.
Yep,
20
April 14th. It's at 6:30. We're going to open the doors, and then at 7 o'clock, Wilmot Kahali'i will do a welcoming little ritual.
Right.
He'll welcome everybody in. He'll do a little chant and a pule, and then we'll get started. We're going to start off a little mellow, a couple of acoustic guitar numbers.
Right.
And then bring the rest of the band up, and we'll rock out for the rest of the evening.
Yeah. Well, I'll be, I got my boat gig out of Maui Harbor. I'll be coming up, and I'd really like you to try one of my built-to-last cables for one of your guitars. I make these cables. Danny Am swears by them. I call them noise killers, and there's a good reason for that. The plug that I use is a Nutric plug that it's got like an extra ring on it, and when you pull the thing out of the guitar, instead of hearing this incredible buzz, you hear nothing. And it's actually Belden 1696 microphone cable. So the two hot wires are twisted together. So you get a what's known as a twisted pair effect that cancels noise. But anyways, that's a whole different story. But we want to get people. This place is known as the Marilyn Monroe House because Frank Lloyd Wright built the building for Marilyn Monroe, and I guess they enlarged it like 4 times or something.
No. He never built. He designed it, but they never built it for Marilyn. I don't know whether it's because she
died
away or before it was built, or whether she decided on something else. I don't know the full story, but he designed it. It was much smaller than the building that's up in Waikapu. But then an architectural firm, maybe a building firm, bought the plans from the estate of Frank Lloyd Wright.
Okay.
And they expanded all the dimensions and made it the same design but much bigger.
It's a magnificent building, and the fact that everything is all rounded in there, and which is as far as somebody building a building like that. Well, I mean, you could appreciate that because you make guitars. I mean, they're all curves on the side, and everything is right. Everything, even the front of the guitar. A lot of times, you'll make them so they kind of come up a little bit.
Well, I make since the '70s. I've made archtop guitars.
Archtop.
Archtop guitars. They're mainly used for jazz, but people use them for almost anything.
Yeah.
But they are built in the same kind of way that a violin is built, where the soundboard is not a flat surface. It's a carved surface.
Oh, right.
Two F-shaped holes in it, and that is an archtop guitar, and they have a totally different sound than center sound hole flat top guitars.
Well, sure.
Totally better, just very different. So I make those two kinds of guitars. I make ukuleles as well, but mainly these days I'm making archtop guitars, flat top guitars, and ukuleles. I'm in my 45th year, Franklin.
Oh man, Steve, so long. I remember you repaired Tommy Hall's Les Paul. I guess the neck snapped off for the 3rd time.
5 times.
Huh? 5 times?
5 times.
And somehow you did I don't know what you call that, a dado or whatever. That was amazing what you did.
The last time it had already snapped off at the peg head 4 times. And he called me up, and when I saw the caller ID, I just thought, oh no. And I picked up the phone, and he goes, "It's Tommy. No, I didn't break my guitar. I got this gig. I want you to set it up for me. It'll only take you a few minutes. I just need a little setup." And I said, "All right, okay, bring the guitar up." And he says, "I'll be up there in about 20 minutes." And 20 minutes later, he walked in the door of my shop, and the peg head was broken off. And I said, "I thought you said the peg head wasn't broken off." He goes, "I was on my way up here, and I backed over it."
Oh, Tommy.
So he drove over it again, and the last time I put graphite splines dadoed into the back of the neck to help hold this fracture together.
That's a labor of love. That's what that is.
It is.
That's a labor of love.
You gotta love Tommy Hall. And,
you have to. Yeah. Anyway, so maybe Tommy will show up. I'm going to show up. I'm going to get done with my boat gig at 7:15, and I'll be up there.
Cool.
And so let me
just put you to work.
You can put me to work. I was going to get my trumpet out and just to kind of freak everyone.
No, I was talking about bussing tables.
Oh, bussing tables. No, I was going to play my trumpet in the studio.
Franklin. No, I'm just kidding. I mean your trumpet.
Don't play your trumpet. Don't play that horn. No, it hurts me. You hurt me with that horn. No, I didn't hurt anyone.
No,
anyway,
I've played with you before when you played trumpet, and we had a blast. I can't say that I ever had a bad time playing with you. We did a lot of gigs, a lot of hotel conventions.
Yeah, maybe we could do it again.
So anyway, I look forward to seeing you on Friday, and it should be a ton of fun.
At Marilyn Monroe House, and there's going to be all these musicians and creative people there, and I'm just trying to help support the arts, and this is a great deal. They call it the King Kamehameha Golf Club, but we call it the Frank Lloyd Wright House, or the Maryland. It's like a spaceship, and one of my mottos for my Dimension 27 show is I never met an alien that I didn't like, and the aliens may have landed, and they are landing on Friday. It's going to be a very...
They're definitely going to be turned on to that place. That would be a good home for them.
Yeah, I know. They might land there. Anyway, Steve, come Friday, April 14th, and 6:30 starts. And, it's a beautiful place. Great parking, great location, just everything. So $15 includes a CD. What a deal, Lucille. What a deal.
And there's an open bar. There's usually one or two bartenders working, and then there's food available for purchase. They have different kinds of plates that you can buy. So there is, if you come hungry, you won't leave hungry. But
all right.
Yeah,
that's great, man. Well, if you see me drinking, I'll be real surprised if you catch me drinking, but these days I'm not.
Well, that's good.
I'm not going to say anything about alcohol. Yeah.
No, that's good. And I try to stay away from it until after I've finished the gig. After everybody's gone, I sit down and have a glass of wine, because wine is not conducive to me singing well.
No.
It just kind of messes with my vocal cords, and so I usually wait until the last song's over and then I have a glass of wine.
All right. See. Yeah, anyway, so cool. So, all right, well, be there, be square. Marilyn Monroe House, King Kamehameha Golf Club. It's up there, just, they call it Waikapoo, but it's just, it's like, it's right next to the Maui Tropical Plantation. So come one, come all. And bring your hungry and thirsty masses to the Marilyn Monroe House to hear Steve Grimes play his original music. Great idea, Steve. Thank you. And here's the poster one more time. Assorted chocolates. And life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you might get. There's going to be some single men, single women there. You never know. You never know.
This album, musically, you do not know what you will get until you hear it, because it's got maybe 8 different genres of music on it. It is a box of chocolates, so it's like the perfect name for it.
All right, well, thank you, Steve, and
you bet, Franklin.
And I'm going to get this up on Facebook too, so everybody can see this. So cool. Thank you.
Right on.
Okay, we will be talking soon.
All right. Thanks, Frank. I
Okay.
look forward. I'll see you Friday.
I'll be there. I'll be there about 7:30. Thanks, Steve.
Okay, cool.
Bye.
All right.
All right. So please come and hear Steve Grimes' band, all-star studded band with all these great musicians like Rock Hendricks on the saxophone, and Fulton Tushambi, the famous one, with his second life, as it were. And so I want to thank you for checking out the Dimension 27. I'm going to, I have it all worked out. It happens automatically, except that I got to get up and turn it on. Yeah. All right. I want to thank you all for coming on to see the Dimension 27. It's me, I'm Franklin Russell. Pay no attention to the man behind the microphone. I am only the purveyor. Music, art, myths, and mysteries. And I want to thank you all for coming out. Aloha and mahalo nui loa.